So in part C, if you stick around, I'm going to introduce some tips on how to quickly insert references, citations, bibliographies into your document that you're working on. Okay. So as you can see here, this Zotero content management, and on the left side you have the categories or collections that you have created. For example, you here created a category with the name computer networks. There's another one on cyber security tips, Gen AI news, Gen AI research, information society, lab tips, PNG, LNG, religion, research design, research project. So you can create all sorts of collections that is that you need for your different needs. Okay, let's say that I'm working on an AI research, and then I'm now writing the literature review. So in order to quickly insert bibliographies or references, or to cite the sources, I need to click on that category. Here we have the Gen AI research here, and on the right side you have the research articles that I retrieved from various online journal databases. Okay, and there are a number of them here. If you want to cite all these research articles, then you need to select all of them. But if you want to pick only the ones that you need for your project, then you can click on each one of them to select, and then use them to create your bibliographies and citations, references, and so on. Okay, let's say I want to create a complete bibliography list based on all these articles, including the ones that I'm citing. Then I need to insert all of them into my report at the end of my, for example, literature review. So I'm going to click and use my mouse and then select all of them. So click to select all of them. Okay, sorry. Try another way. Pressing down the shift key and then the down arrow. So press and hold the shift key and keep pressing on the down arrow on your keyboard to select all the articles. Okay, they are now selected. So I want all these articles to be included in my bibliography, including the ones that I'm citing in my paragraphs, and the others that are relevant but I did not cite them. So I need to include all of them in the bibliography. Okay, after selecting all the articles, then I'll right-click on on the selection, then look for create bibliography from items. So I'm going to click on that to select, and then it will give the options for you to select the citation style. You got all sorts of styles here. You got APA style, 7 edition, Chicago Manual, MLA, Modern Language Association, and some more listed here. So I'm using APA for this project, so I'm selecting APA style 7 edition. And then below, I need to select the language that I'm working on. So if you're doing research in your language, then you need to look for that, whether German or Spain or Chinese. Okay, English is the one that I'm using, so English is selected. Can be United States English or Australian English, English from UK. Output mode, whether it is citations or bibliography. So I'm going to insert the bibliography. Okay, so click on that. And then you have the output method here. You can save as RTX. If you save as RTX, it will look a bit similar to Microsoft Word, well, with a few tools different from each other. Or you can save as HTML, copy to clipboard, or you can print it using your printer. Okay, I'm selecting copy to clipboard and later paste it into my literature review document. So I'm going to click OK. All right, it's done. So I'm going to go to my research document there, the Word document. This one here. So go right to the end of the document that you're working on. Okay, let's say this is the literature review that I'm working on. So just click there, and when I click on paste, the entire uh, reference list will be created, or bibliography list will be listed below here. So click on paste. There you are. You see, I did not type anything. Everything is automatically created by Zotero. Okay. All these sources I selected are automatically inserted in here. So here I'm going to type bibliography. Okay. Okay, very important to take note of the differences between bibliography and references. So bibliography includes all the sources that are relevant to your research, including the ones that you cited in your paragraphs. Now, if you use only references, then it lists only the sources that you cited in your paragraphs, excluding the ones that are not cited, okay? So if you use that method, if you use references, then you delete bibliography and you type references, okay? The next thing I'm going to show you is how to quickly create your references based on the sources that you cite in your paragraphs of your project that you're working on, whether it is a research document or an essay or a book chapter that you're working on. So in this example, this draft literature review here, and I'm going to show you how to use Zotero Word add-in to quickly insert your citation. And based on those citations, you can be able to create your references, okay, at the end of your document. So in this example here, in this draft literature review here, I'm going to use Zotero add-in. Now, Zotero add-on is a tool that you need to cite sources using based on your Zotero collection. And with the latest version of Zotero, this one is automatically installed in your Word document and appears in the ribbon of your Word document here. So if you click on it, you can see add edit citation, add edit bibliography, add annotation, add note. Okay, it depends on what you're trying to do with your document. So in this example here, I'm going to add edit citation, and then we'll insert the citation or use the citation that you inserted into your paragraphs, and that can be able to be used as your references at the end of your document here. Okay. So citations are very, very important. If you are using the exact word of another author, another work, you need to cite it in your paragraph. If it is the exact word, then use open and close quotations. If you're converting the content into your own words based on the original, and you convert it into your own words, then you also need to cite that one so that whoever is reading your work will know where that particular piece of content came from. So with the author's name and year or date, page number. So it depends on the style guide that you're using. So if you submit a literature review, for instance, without any citation, then you'll fail the test. You'll not meet the requirement of a literature review. Okay. So let's say I want to cite this part of the, uh, let's say this one, I got it from another source. So just click here to insert the citation here, references here. Then I'll go to add, edit. And then I'll make sure select the style. I'm using APA style 7 editing. And then the other options here. So click OK. Now I need to look for the source that I'm going to use. So it's Gen AI Resets. And let's say I want to cite this one. Of the first one. All right. So once I select that one, then I click in the checkbox here, or just click here. Or I can double click, okay, to activate it. And then the author's name and the year will appear here. So if this one is accurate, then you click on the check mark here to accept. So clicking on the check mark here, that looks like a tick, sorry. Then you're accepting the whatever content you see there, okay, or author and year information. So you can see it quickly went in here. This is the author and the year. So author and the year of publications. Okay. Now you see et.al. That shows that there are more than one author. So only the first one listed is cited here. Okay. Okay, let's go down. Let's say I want to insert another citation here. Let's say I paraphrase this one. I paraphrase this one, this content here. So I'm going to click here to insert my citation. So paraphrasing, you don't need to provide quotation marks. Only when you use the author's exact words. Okay, so make sure you click there. And then you click to go to add, edit. And then you scroll down and look for the article that you're going to cite. And it must meet exactly the content that you cited in your paragraph. So don't choose another article. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this one here. Okay, so I'm going to double click to activate it. Okay, now you can see the author's name and the year of publication here. And then you point your mouse on the accept button here that looks like a tick. So just click on it to accept. Okay. And now you can see the citation is right here. All right. Let's go down to another. Let's say I want to insert another one here. Here. All right. So go to add, edit. and look for the exact article. This one here. So I'm going to double click and then check the citation information here and then click accept. Right. All right, let's go down to the next paragraph. I'm going to insert one here. So go to add edit. Okay, this one here. This one. So I'm going to double click and then accept. Okay. And finally, one here and we're done. Go add edit. Okay, this one here. Okay, we're done. Okay, you have completed the citation for all the paragraphs. Okay, next thing you want to do is create a reference list based on the citations that you inserted into your paragraphs. Now, remember, citations are different from bibliographies. References or reference lists only list the sources or articles that you actually used in your paragraphs. Okay. A bibliography list is a complete listing of all the sources, including the ones that you are citing and the ones that are relevant to your project, but you want to include them so it becomes a bibliography. Okay. So make sure your mouse is inserted here, and then you go to add edit bibliography. So you click there, and you can see the reference list is automatically inserted in. So this becomes your reference list. So you type reference. Okay. Okay, hold it. Okay. So if you want to edit this one, you can simply right click there, select all these ones, and then you can go to the tool and then click on it to make changes. Okay. Okay. So click on the same tool and then you can edit it. Okay. But as you can see, Zotero has made citation very, very simple for everyone. So I find this tool, edit tool, in Wood very useful for my project. So when I write my book, my books or my research articles or my website articles, I use this one with Microsoft Reference Tool. Those are the two that I use for my projects that I'm working on. Okay, so the reference list here only shows the articles or sources that I have actually cited in my body of my literature review, starting from the introduction all the way down to the conclusion. So it's not listing other articles that are not cited. Okay. Okay, the last part of this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to unlink all the links from your Zotero collection to the sources that you cited in your paragraphs, and also your reference lists. So currently these references or sources you cited here are still linked to the original source, which is your Zotero collections. So you do this before you submit your work in to a journal that you want to publish your work, or to your teacher or to your lecturer for marking. So you want to turn all these citations here into ordinary text without any links. So you can see when I click on this citation here, it's highlighted in dark shade here. that is an indication that your citation here is still linked to the Zotero collection where your sources are stored. So you need to unlink all the citations and turn them into plain text that contains only your reference information. Okay. So if you click on all the sources, you can see that it's still linked. Okay. And that includes your reference list. It's still linked to the Zotero collection. Okay. So when I click on the reference list, all of them are highlighted in dark color. That shows that the link is still working. So we need to remove all the links and turn all these ones into plain, ordinary text. Okay. So how do we do this? Simply make sure you click on Zotero, and then you look for unlinked citations. Okay. So here it will unlink it will remove all the codes that are helping you to link your sources, your reference list here, or citations to the original collection in Zotero. So you don't need to select anything. Simply click on unlink citations, and all those codings, all those codes and links, all of them will be removed instantly. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to click on unlink citations. And you see the pop-up message. So read it before you click OK. So I'm going to click on OK. Okay, all my citations are now turned into ordinary text. So when I click on this reference list, they are now ordinary text, no links. So all the codes are removed. Okay. So if I click in the citation here, still you can see that there's no link to the original source. Okay. Okay. So all the links to the Zotero collection where the documents are stored, all of them are removed. Okay. So they are now ordinary texts. Okay. As you can see here, they're now ordinary, no links. Okay. All right. I hope you enjoyed watching this part C of this Zotero content management video, and we concentrate on how to insert bibliographies, how to insert citations using Zotero add-on in Word, and then I showed you how to unlink the and turning your citations into ordinary text, including your reference list. Okay. So thank you for watching. Please help the channel by subscribing to the channel and then liking this video. Thank you for watching.